So in this video, we're going to look at the effect of a sales tax on equilibrium. So just to start out, we'll find equilibrium without the sales tax instituted yet. So we'll just set quantity supplied and quantity demanded equal to each other, which will be 2p equals 30 minus p. Adding the p to the other side, we get 3p equals 30. Which means p equals 10, and plugging that back in, we can get quantity equals 20. So we'll just fill this in on the graph over here. Our equilibrium point, we get quantity is 20, and our price equals 10. So that's without the sales tax, but let's say the government decides to add a sales tax of $3 to whatever good we're selling here. So sales taxes affect the supply curve, and they do it by shifting it left or up or inward, whatever you want to call it. So how does this affect the equation? Instead of having just p as our variable, we add a minus t for the minus tax. So the important thing to keep in mind is we're keeping the parentheses around this p minus t. So that means we have to distribute the 2. So this is the same for all types of sales taxes. You have to make sure you keep this t minus t inside the parentheses. And then quantity demanded will actually stay the same. So how does this change the look of our graph? It'll shift it by the amount of the tax. So we said that this tax would be 3. So we have 2p, and then we'll distribute this. So 2 times 3 will be the new tax, so it'll be minus 6. And that'll actually shift this s upward by 6. Even though it's a minus, this is not the usual way you graph, so you got to keep that in mind. So just to give us some idea, we'll shift this up. Again, that's our first supply and our second supply. This is kind of an arbitrary distance, but hopefully it looks okay in the end. So this will be supply 2. So that's this guy. Put a little 2 up there, little 1. So after the tax, it shifts up and to the left. And we can find equilibrium for this as well with our new quantity supplied and set it equal to the same quantity demanded. So this equals 3p, 36, and then p equals 12. Plugging that back in, we can say quantity equals 18. So we see that the new equilibrium price is 12, up from the 10 before. So price increases, and quantity actually drops from 20 down to 18. So that's how we can analyze how a sales tax will affect in equilibrium.